Hi, I'm Jason with Rainier Shade. Today I'm going to show you how to install a Rainier motorized retractable screen. For this demonstration, we're using the square housing with surface tracks. So the first thing you do when you get to the job site is you're going to want to open up your box and check the contents inside to make sure that you had everything you want. When you open the box, you're going to use a razor blade, is what I use. Some people use scissors to be a little more careful. But I just cut on the top corner board. I'm going to cut like this, carefully, one at a time, and they'll snap loose. And once you get that top corner board off, then you carefully remove these other straps. There's nothing in this upper corner. You still want to be careful. Then I remove the corner boards and open her up. So when you get your box opened up, I always recommend open it all the way up. Don't try to slide your unit out the end. I've seen people do that. Unfortunately, there's staples here that I've seen fabric damaged and powder coat scratched. So just open it up, take a look at what you got, check your contents. Your remote's going to be in one of the boxes with a label based on usually line 1. And your housing with your roller tube is going to be here. Your fabric's going to be rolled up on the hem bar. And then your tracks, along with any build-out you order, are going to be all in the one box. And then you're going to open up your housing. Usually going to need a second person for that, just to be safe and not damage your product. I'm going to have Ryan here help me out. When you go to open it up, grab right near the tab here, the housing is snapped onto. So you're going to pull out and then rotate it up, set the housing carefully aside. You're going to notice your roller tube is actually backwards. So the motor end is against the idler mount. And that's for shipping purposes so that we don't damage the idler mount in shipping. So you're going to pull the motor out, set it aside, and you're ready to start your install. So the first thing you're going to do when you open up your housing is you're going to take a measurement of it and your opening, make sure everything's going to fit and that everything's as you ordered. Then you're going to take and pre-drill your housing. I always recommend within about 1.5 inches to 2 inches from the end and drill high or low. Now we don't pre-drill everything for you because we don't necessarily know how you're going to mount it. So if you're going to mount to the soffit, you're going to want to pre-drill through the top. If you're mounting to a wall as we are, you're going to pre-drill through the back, and then you can also pre-drill through the end caps if you're inset mounting. So again, high and low, what that'll do is it clears the fabric and roller tube because round tube, square housing, you have more clearance here and there. So the next thing you're going to want to do is pre-drill your housing for the power cord to exit. As you can see, we don't pre-drill for that either because we don't necessarily know your install situation. So you can either exit through the back, through the top, or through the end cap, or you may have a case where you just go down through the track and you feed the wire down through the track to the bottom. So in our case, we need to go through the top because we want our power to come out the top. What I do is I flip it over like this, and I'm going to drill right about there, about in kind of 1 inch and 1 inch in. And I'm going to use a 3/8 inch drill bit and drill right here. So once you get your 3/8 inch hole drilled, you're going to find a rubber grommet in your accessory bag. This is to put in the hole and protect your cord against the metal. The first thing you're going to want to do when you go to install your housing is determine where exactly you're going to put it. Generally speaking, you're going to want it centered on the opening, so you're going to measure your opening, mark center, and that way you know left to right where to put it. As far as how far above the opening to go, you usually want to make sure that when it retracts, your hem bar is going to clear this opening so that the customer can't see it when they're looking out their window when it's retracted. So you're going to want to take the height of your housing plus the height of your hem bar and then add a little bit of a play so that you can make sure that it's going to clear up above there. In our case, Series 4 housing, standard hem bar, we're looking at about 7 inches above. So that's where I'll make my marks.